Welcome to another pod. Should start over. Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. It's rare for me to do a video. Like the last time I did a video was about almost 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Um, and it's rare for me to do a video like 1 week after that, or if not 2 weeks after that. Usually I do like 2 to 3 videos in a week, depending on the games of Manchester United, or I feel I have to speak on different matters. Speak now in Manchester United, like different players, their form, their performances. So I just thought, you know, I should do a video because, to be honest, I didn't feel like doing a preview for the last game, and this is why I didn't see a video of the last and the results, which I'll get into in a second. I didn't. I just, yeah, that was my bad. That was my bad. I just didn't feel motivated or profound to do that video. But I'll give my quick thoughts on it, my brief thoughts on that. United beat Lask by 5 goals nil. Um, well taken goal by Galo, and guess who assisted him? Guess who? Yeah, you guessed it. Bruno Fernandes with the brilliant Ronaldinho-esque assist, and it was like outside of the foot, I believe, and Igalo just controlled it, boom, boom, bam, and finish it in the top corner. Um, James got a goal as well. He broke his ducks after months of going without a goal. I think that was assisted by Galo as well. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? Mata scored. Good ball from Fred. Through the midfield. Their midfield was crappy, to be honest. Not United's midfield, but the position midfield was crap, and Fred was better than that. So he played a good ball behind the defense line to find Mata, and Mata nicked it home for a score. Yeah, substitutions. Chung came on and assisted Greenwood with a good goal at the near post. Actually, it hit off both posts and it went in. And the last goal to wrap it up was on none other than Andres Pereira, who has been getting a lot of stick from us United supporters, including yours truly. Um, Again, for the few guys that watch me, I appreciate you guys for watching my videos. You could have found something else to do, and to take the time out throughout your busy schedule, or just home watching videos on YouTube. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. It really means a lot to me, especially for a newbie like me who has been on YouTube for 2 months. Um, and I know you guys miss me as well. Don't lie to yourself. Um, yeah, man. This video is going to be quite a lengthy one, I should say, because you know after being absent for a good while, you know, I think there are some things that need to be said because when I was absent, a lot of things happened in the football world, and in politics, which I won't get into exactly in this podcast, but it might hit or miss there. Um, Coronavirus has been affecting a lot of footballers and actors as well. Um, the baller, I think, is a victim. He was tested positive for coronavirus, I think, last week. Well, Rugani of Juventus as well. Something is up with that Juventus scam. Someone needs to check it out real quick. It's a no matter. It's a no-brainer. That's why Cristiano went to his own island that he purchased, and I think it's in somewhere near Portugal or something. No shit. Cause he's from there. No, he's actually from Madeira, which is a different story. But yeah, he's fleeing from the repercussions and symptoms of the coronavirus. So, and speaking of Cristiano Ronaldo, and speaking of coronavirus, which I'll touch into for the next 10 minutes, Ronaldo opened his I think he owns a hotel, and he opened his hotel for hospital patients and guys person that were victimized by the very gruesome disease or pandemic, if that's the word, of the coronavirus, Corona 19 as I would call it. And he's opening his hotel to for the betterment of those patients. And with that, Ronaldo again earns my respect for that. Um, Colum also, what's his name again from Chelsea? Colum Odoi, CHO. I call him CHO. I think that's is a better way of remembering his name. But if you're a chemistry student, I guess you could easily remember it. Is 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 whatever. Um, yeah, he was tested positive for the coronavirus as well, and according to him, he claims that he's getting better. Staying in London, Michael Arteta has been tested positive as well, which was last week. His wife claimed that he's feeling okay, and him being under the coronavirus won't affect his work with Arsenal. Basically, I'm paraphrasing her words a bit, but that's the nitty gritty of what she was trying to say. No Manchester, as far as I'm concerned, no Manchester United player has been affected by the virus, which is very good. Um, I can't for the f- well, I'm a bit over 20. I'm not that old, as you can see. Don't be fooled by the thing I pace under my chin and the thing I pace over my upper lip. But I'm quite a young lad, and never in my short span of life have I experienced a certain sickness that's just taking over the world. Stop certain schools, not a lot of schools, because school is in session. Um, People stop going to work. People, speaking of schools, some schools are taken online, are resumed online, I should say. Some workplaces are open. Some, yeah, some people have to go to work, bro. And if they work a crappy job, then you know they don't want to go to work. So my sister was saying to me yesterday, because I was watching the rerun of Manchester United beating Manchester City in the derby yesterday, and she said something that I found interesting yet funny. She said I'm desperate, and I said, why you say I'm desperate? Why like, well, I was listening to something else, and I heard her, but I was trying to somewhat ignore her, and she was like, Roger, desperate. And I'm like, oh, how am I desperate? Explain to me how am I desperate. She said, like you're watching a game that's been like over 2 weeks, if not a week and a half ago. That's and I knew what she was basically saying. She was basically saying like, bro, with the coronavirus and thing, man, sports is is um taken at a halt. It's stopped. It's paused. It's on a hold on sign, and you have to watch rerun games. Yeah, and it's quite that bad, but I actually enjoyed it. Um, yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Speaking of the coronavirus, to my disappointment, I wouldn't say it's quite a disappointing summer because it hasn't come upon me as yet. Neither has it anybody. But to be the bearer on the bad news, Euro 2020 that was supposed to be hosted in the summer has been cancelled and suspended until the next year. Until next year, I should say. So yeah, man, 2020 is not hasn't been at it hasn't been the year of years, has it? I mean, people dying left, right, and center. Sports fading out are brought to a halt. No more club football until the 3rd of April. Well, Premier League anyway. Um, I mean, I see some guys on Twitter saying football Euro 20 is out, man. Man, there goes my summer, dude. I have nothing to do in the summer. And all when my hope was on Euro 2020, just going like that from the snap of my fingers. What's that about, bro? Yeah. Um, I'm going to talk about life in this video. I'm just going to talk about life in this video, as well as football. But to finish up on football first, because football first. Put your first love first. Um, Staying in England, Tony Adams stated that he was interviewed by Sky Sports, and he said in his interview that Liverpool should not be given the title this early. So he's saying that I I don't know if he what he's trying to say, but he's basically saying that Liverpool needs to earn the title before it's given to them on a silver platter. I mean, they can't be given the Premier League with a golden spoon, right? Because they lost the game. Um. So yeah, Liverpool. My thoughts on it. I believe yes, yes. Why? Because and this is where I'm going to get into life and the human nature. Let me just say it straight, make it square. Um. So we humans, we want things. We want things. We need things, and our motivation to get those things is to do the work. Of course, if you want to go through college, you have to do 4 years of college minimum. If you want to football, cinema lane of football. If you want to be good at football, you have to work on a craft. Whether it's you're a striker like yours truly, you want to work on your finishing, you want to work on your dribbling, you want to work on your fitness, how much burpees you can do. You have to put in the work, bro. You have to put in the work. And for those that are in the fitness industry, I'm not really in the fitness industry. I do like it. I do. But like if you're a person that wants to get to 10% body fat and you don't want to do the work. I mean, where you go get 10% body fat from? From the store? You have a store in the neighborhood that can give you 10% body fat? You do? In my comment section down below, if you know, there's a place in the neighborhood that sells 10% body fat to see your abs, slender cut. You have a chisel shoulders, not chisel shoulders, chisel chest, broad shoulders like me, biceps. Look at that. Biceps. Um, or you just want to lose weight and you get some of the honeys, bro. You want to get some bitches, under your sleeve. I mean, that's a motivation, but if you don't have no motivation to get to 10% body fat or get into shape, then how you go get into shape? You go do what Kylie Jenner do, or the Jenners do, or some of the Kardashians, I should say, and go to the nearest plastic surgeon and be taken out of misery. That's what you want. Hmm? This is reality, man. We all okay. Have a This is not the biggest type of phone. This phone has been out for a good while, like 5 years. But I'm gonna show it anyway. I don't give a fuck. This phone, this is a blue phone. This phone, like for example, I said I wanted a phone, right? And my parents gave me this phone. My question gave me the phone less than a week after asking. Like they gave me the phone like 2 days. Just an example. My question is, with your parents giving you that phone, are you going to show it with respect? What? No, no. Well, with respect, yes, but I want to hit it home harder. I want to hit the ball out of the park. What I'm trying to say. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, are you going to do you feel like do you feel like you deserve the phone because you said, hey, I want a phone and I want it in less than a week? Do you think you earned the phone? No. Do you feel like you deserve the phone? Maybe you do, but at this point, hell no. Three, go back to no, to reasons number two. Come on, we humans, we want things, but we're going to appreciate it better when we work for them. That's us humans. That's how we operate. So going back to Liverpool, if Liverpool is given the title, they're going to say, yeah, I mean, we waited for like 30 years to win the league, but yeah, champagne. Anybody else want champagne? Okay, I'm just do the champagne and Jordan Henderson. Hey, we win the league. But they know deep down they don't deserve it because the work is not finished yet. You get me? So after the season is finished, then they're going to feel deserving of the league. For example, Manchester United, who was hosted by Man City 2 years ago, and it was said this was when City was in the palm of their glory. Like they were the top dog in England, and it was said that if City beat United, they're going to win the league. Like after the game against United, they were going to be given the title, and who's a better opponent to beat than your rivals to win the league, to be titled champion, to be given the trophy. And lo and behold, after 40 minutes, United were down 2-0. United were down 2-0, and in the second half, things went in reverse. Goals from Herrera, goals wait, no Herrera assisted Pogba. Two goals from Pogba, which I'll get into in this video. Two goals from Pogba and one goal from the assist came from Alexis Sanchez to find Chris Smalling, and Chris Smalling headed it home. And United won at the Etihad. Well, usually I would say the empty hand, but the Manchester City supporters and the manager, which was Pep Guardiola, wanted to beat Manchester United to be given the title. So who wants to be named title champions and the best team in the league when you have like half an empty stadium? Come on, fam. Um. So yeah, they weren't given the league that day, but after the season was finished, they were given the league. But my question to y'all is, and I want your opinions in the comment section below. If City beat Manchester United that day when they were 2-0 up at halftime, and in comparison with them winning the league after that particular season, if they won the season, going back to my delineations, usually if, as of late I've been doing these kind of stuff, but I'll continue. If City won the league, beating United at the Etihad Stadium that day, do you think they deserved it? Do you think they would be very happy that day beating their opponents, or they would be more deserving after going through a season of beating teams and even losing a couple games? And yeah, so who do you think would be more deserving? My question to you: if United didn't beat City that day, City would appreciate the title more if they beat United that day, or they would appreciate the title a lot more if they wait until the season, which they did, and beat Southampton. If it was that day, Southampton, and when they became Centurions. List your comments down. List your comments down in my comment section down below. I would like to hear your opinions on this. My opinion is that they'll be very happy. They'd be very deserving if they won the title against United on that day, because I mean, come on, bro. I mean, it's a rivals fam, and we're expecting to be United, but under Jose Mourinho, United became a force to be reckoned, and they beat the title champions on their ground. But as a supporter, as a City supporter playing devil's advocate, do you think they would say, okay, we go win the league anyway and we lost? I mean, we should have really won it today, right? I mean, why the City players let themselves down in second half? It's down to mentality. They thought they won the league after the first half, but a game is with two halves. See? I mean, if it was like a 100-meter stretch in the which would be equivalent to the first half, then sure, City are winners. Hey, call me guilty. But if it was a 200-millimeter race, which would consist of two halves, United beat them. So you could say that in the first 100-meter stretch, well, it wasn't a stretch, it's a straight line, duh. But on the when they were going towards the 100 meters, City were in front. City were in front. But going on to that 200-meter, United and gone. So that's my analogy to say that I believe Manchester City would have really be happy if they won the league against United, other than being Centurions. I think they were going to be Centurions anyway, but to be their rivals, fam, and be given a title in their faces, come on, bro. Come on, come on, come on. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Give me 1 second. I wanted to touch on the Paul Pogba situation. And I think again, I touch on this already, so I ain't go spend length on it. But my thoughts on it is that I want to see Paul Pogba gone. He should have left a long ago. I want him gone. I want him to stay away from Manchester United. The guy's drama, he's full of shit. And he disrespected Mourinho. Mourinho saw that he was a virus. I wouldn't go that far, but he knew Paul Pogba was full of bullshit. And to the depth of me, obviously, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and a lot of United supporters that lick Paul Pogba's ass cannot see that. They're naive to that. They don't want to acknowledge that Paul Pogba is full of shit. He's bullshitting. He's manipulative, and he just doesn't want to play for Manchester United anymore. And if he stays for and he's either these two, is either these two, can't be anything more. Is either he leave Manchester United and go to some other club in the summer, or he stays at Manchester United, but he's not genuine. It's not genuine, and I think I touch on this already, but I'll touch on it again. I don't think Paul Pogba is going to stay at Manchester United, but if he does, going back to my delineation, if he does stay at Manchester United, he's not going to be genuine. He genuinely doesn't have a lust or urge to stay at Manchester United. Again, that's my opinion. Leave your comments down below. That's my strong opinion. I would even say that's a fact, but I don't want to be subjective. I want to be objective. And not, no, not necessarily, well, I'm objective in a many stuff. That's a subjective truth of mine. That's an opinionated fact, I would say. So that's just my thought. Again, leave your comments down below in my comment section. Um, what else? What else? Okay, I was talking about life. Life. Oh, and this video to be less than 40 minutes. Okay. Um, that's one thing when you're a podcast host, you can't lose a train of thought. You have to jot down stuff you have to say. But I'm a straight shooter. I don't like scripting stuff. Well, there are times I do, but I mean, you know. But um, the coronavirus has taken over Italy real bad and Spain real bad. I mean, Italy has been shut down. I blame it on Juventus. Um, Speaking of the coronavirus, and I like this dude. I know he gets a lot of fluff and slack and a lot of criticisms because of his behavior, because of who he is. But I have a I have a spot of respect for him. I know I'm against the grain in a lot of respects, but Donald Trump, I should say President Donald J. Trump, um, made a tweet yesterday. He's always on Twitter like yours truly, and he made a tweet yesterday saying he was talking about the United States government, and then in one of his sentences he said the Chinese virus. Okay, he actually got a lot of slack for it because I mean I saw that shit trending on my Twitter feed in my Twitter corner wall, I should say, my Twitter column. I mean Trump. I mean I don't even know why people are surprised to hear things like this said by the United States president. I mean my prime minister is not all that, you know. I mean Trudeau is not all that, but with that said, speaking of coronavirus and Trudeau, Justin Trudeau's wife, last time I checked, was tested positive for the coronavirus. No coochie for you, bro. No sex for you. Um. So yeah, man. I mean, Trump is Trump, dude. And there are some people saying, "Yo, nobody cannot elect this guy back into the White House. It's a sin. It's a curse. We don't want any joke. We don't want any comedian in the White House. This is not what the White House is all about." To be honest, bro, I mean, a lot of people are hard to get attention. A lot of people are hard. Like if they say something, people go say, "Ah, okay." But to Trump's credit, and I don't think I would say he's a few. I would say I have my moments where I say some stupid shit, but I usually say shit. But shoot, that's me. Um, you sometimes I say it because I've to admit I'm a troller. I love to troll. I love to troll. I'll troll this shit out there. Whenever I troll somebody, I believe I'll troll them to the death of them. I believe I can troll anybody and break them down. That's just me, fam. That's why you'll see some tweets by me, and you'll say, "What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? You're full of shit, man. What are you talking about?" But yeah, I'm saying that to say, if you want to get a lot of attention, to pe- to give people give you the eye, give you a lot of attention, you have to be very controversial in your statements and opinions, and you have to say stupid shit. And I would even say a third one, you have to be entertaining. And without ease, Donald Trump has these in his locker, and has has these traits and qualities in his personality without even trying. I mean, Trump has been like this for like decades, you know. So I mean, that's just him, dude. I don't know why some of you guys are saying, "How could Donald Trump say that?" But I give Trump a credit, and this is what I saw this video. I think Saturday night or Sunday night, and it said, I think Donald Trump and his best man, I call him his best man. That's Pence. I when I put them together, you would have Trump Pence or Trumpetence. um, Trump was basically talking at his press conference. He was giving questions, and this journalist was just blabbing away, and Trump was like, "Hey, be quiet. We get what you're trying to say, but take it easy. Be cool. Shut up. Shut up." And she was like she did a smirk at Dane, and a lot of niggas were saying, "Yo, that's my president, bro. That's my president. I love Trump, man. Trump is a don. He's the alpha male, man. I love Donald Trump, man." Some people were saying, you ever see that GIF of Ice Cube when he look in the mirror like when he look in the camera like this? And I have to be like, there's some people in the comments like, who is this nigga to tell this bitch to calm down? Well, you're the president here, but I mean, come on, fam, what you doing? And people were saying, you racial bitch, you racial bastard. You can't say that to a woman. The white knights came out and said, you can't do that to a woman, man. You're the president, man. You should be setting an example. You be setting principles and boundaries. You can't be saying that shit, man. And we were just going off. And some chicks were saying, I love that about Donald Trump. He's so bad. He's so bad. And yeah, see, a lot of you guys hate Trump, but let me tell you something. There's a good amount of women that love Trump, that love Trump, that love Trump. I'll just leave it there. So you might hear them say, "Oh, I can't stand Trump because Trump is an asshole. He's a jerk." Oh, they'd have sex with Trump. I'm telling you that. Donald Trump is a don. You can say I'm a white knight for Trump all you want. Donald Trump is a don. Sure, I mean, he said stupid shit, but don't we all? I mean, there's times he's been stupid, but aren't we all? So, I mean, come on, dude. But yeah, if and I would say Donald Trump does that better than anybody on this earth. He says stupid shit and he says controversial stuff that gets him in the naked eye of politics and in social media. So yeah, um, I think this is where I'm going to close because I'm rambling a bit. I don't want it. I mean, I don't know how you guys like. There's some guys that are fans of no fap. Like they know masturbate, they don't choke their dice, or they don't trouble Mister the Russian president, Mr. Jerkov. I don't know how some of you guys do it, man. I mean, I know some of you guys still relapse and jerk off and say, "Hey, I'm no fap, I'm no fap." Shut the fuck up. Um, but let's just say, going back to my delineation, no fap. You okay? Let's say you haven't been having sex or no fapping for like 20 days. 20 days, right? No fap, having no sex for 20 days. You haven't busted nut for 20 days. But on the flip side, you haven't watched, you're a big football supporter or a sports fan. You love sports, but sports is suspended due to the current events. Hashtag, speaking of current, the current events of our world today. 20 days without football, 20 days without sex and no fap. If you're true to that, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. 20 days without football. Which one do you think is going to hurt the most? Hmm? Because I'm pretty sure that after 20 days of not having sex or not bursting on it, your boys in the balls is going to campaign. Let me out. Let me out. I need a release. I need a release. Let me out. Let me out. Spermatozoids are shouting, let me out. I want to swim in a woman's wet one pussy to reproduce her egg. Let me out. That's what they're trying to say. Let me out. Well, one or two things. Is either let me out today or while you're sleeping I'm going to burst. And this is why I have nocturnal emission as the scientific name, but we call it wet dreams in the hood, you know what I mean? We call it wet dream. So 20 days. But for instance, we as United or even football or even sports fans going 20 days without watching live football. Actually, I should say live football. What do you think you're going to do after? What do you think you're going to do during the 20 days or even after the 20 days? You go and watch football or basketball or some sport, whether it's golf or watching paint dry. It could be. It could be because, dude, I've been horny for football for some live football, dude. I mean, I don't watch Spanish football all that much. My real gig is English football. But dude, I've been man. Listen. I need just to use masturbating terms. I need a release. Sorry, I need a hand release from the god of football to say, okay, football has resumed. Football has resumed. The release of your sins now. Live football will resume after 20 days. On the 19th day, get prepare yourself. Watch football live. Watch it live. Boom. But for the no fop, you can't jerk off. You can't. No, this going to the no fop. Not because when you're on a no fop campaign for 20 days doesn't mean you can't have sex. Doesn't mean you can't have sex. There are some condoms that are very thick that would desensitize your nerve endings. So like when it enters a woman's wet, juicy pussy, it doesn't feel, but it's going to feel obviously. It's going to feel some friction, but the sensors, bro, it's not going to be highly censored as if you're going in skin to skin, or just putting on a thin condom on. So if you're having sex with a thick condom on, you're less likely to burst. At least you're less likely to burst in a few minutes. You're going to burst in like probably 10, 20 minutes, 15 minutes if you're good. So yeah, I mean, and that's what I feel, bro. I've been on a no fop live football for like a couple of days now. And just because of this stupid this virus. I mean, the world's going crazy. People say I don't want to catch the coronavirus. I mean, back in my country, Jamaica, there's a family member of a family that I don't know, and even if I know, I wouldn't mention their name, has been tested, has been known to have the coronavirus. And that person has been given death threats because they themselves, usually by residents, they themselves don't want to be tested for the coronavirus. And based on how the coronavirus has been killing off people like they're a samurai or something, they don't want to be victimized by that. So anyway, that's my under 40 minutes. I'm online this week. I'm on time this time. So that's my podcast for today. Hope you guys stay safe and cover up if you need to. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.